Hello, everybody. My name is Madhu, and I might have informed you that I'm actually a placement consultant tied up with numerous engineering colleges. Out of those, I'm putting a couple in my website, which is spoke4u.in. Now, these are the colleges which I've been tied up with, and I've been serving them since almost 4.5 years, wherein the freshers have been taken by these companies. These are the companies which have been tied up with me, and not only these, there are many more organizations along with me. So, how will I proceed further and all? I will explain you step by step. This presentation is just to make you comfortable and to provide you the positive news that getting a job is really easy. The only thing is having a proper technique. If you have been taught, you will definitely get a job, that's for sure. You may forget about this issues of the pandemic or the COVID-19 and all. In fact, this COVID-19 pandemic has brought a lot of changes, drastic changes, where there was negatives as well as the positives. So I'm taking the positive part and even telling you that this pandemic has made you getting employed very easily. How and all, I'll explain to you in the coming slides. Now, many will think that I got a job. Great. In my 15 years of experience in recruiting, I've clearly seen that despite getting a job, still people are struggling to settle. And to settle in a career, they are at least taking 4 to 6 years, which means they are changing from one company to another, one company to another. This itself is taking a lot of time for them. So, in order to cut short this period of time and to make you put in a proper track is my duty. And this has arisen because of the confusion most of them have got. That is the reason I've said that it's not all. In fact, after completing of their graduation, from the colleges, most of them are confused of exactly about the companies. Many will think that Cognizant, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, IBM, all these companies are IT companies and getting a lot of growth, good pay package, etc., and all these things. To some extent, it is true, and to most of the extent, I say that it is a wrong information. So I'm here to provide the perfect information. And once you get into one company, you may or you may not enjoy a job. Once you don't enjoy a job, you will say that Infosys is a very good company. However, the work is very, very tough. I want to move to another company. This will join again. Then will say, no, there is something wrong. I want to move to another company. So if you keep changing companies, the weightage in the resume will be less. So why is this happening? Is because of the sheer confusion that you have got of exactly what is about IT, what is non-IT, and these opportunities are so high that the doubts which will be inside your mind has made you confused, and that makes you people keep changing. Some keep changing companies for a higher pay package, some work for it. So in order to have a proper career growth, and they say that there is no proper career growth, so in order to avoid this confusion, as a consultant, I am here to provide you exactly how an organization will work. The techies, BTechs, you might have already seen the slide during your education about software development life cycle. The non-techies, for you, this is very much important. Development life cycle is nothing but keeping aside IT, non-IT, BPO, KPO, your existing job search in the side. Let us keep aside. Here is a requirement. Now you are the main person and you want to have a table to be made, which is a round table. That is your requirement. Then you will call a carpenter. The carpenter will analyze how much round it should be, what is the diameter, what is the length, what is the height, how much should be the thickness, and how much wood should be taken. That is the analysis. Next is coding. Coding is nothing but what he will do is in this coding part, he will say that what kind of screws and nuts and bolts should be used to make the table strong and to make it use for all the activities. And then later on, the carpenter will test it. He will test whether it is working properly or not, and only then he will give the table to you, right? In a similar way, if any company has got a project, say suppose if you take any one company, you take the company Infosys or Wipro or TCS or any one company, they will get a project. The project is suppose if it is into IT. Once they get this project, the client is from the US or UK, they will interact with the CEOs, and then there will be a business analyst where he will analyze about his project, and the client will say that I want to get it be done in a span of 1 year or maybe 8 months or maybe 1.5 year, depending on the requirement. Then depending on the time, this business analyst will see whether does he need freshers or does he need experienced professionals, if so how many, and all these things. So there might be requirement for freshers and TCS, at the same time there might be requirement for experienced. So who how many should be the freshers and how many should be experienced, this business analyst will do it. Then comes coding. Coding is nothing but it is into like, if it is say it is most of them will be having the information that the job opportunities are there in IT, and it is SAP, .NET, Java, all these things. That is called as coding. Once a software project has come, and if it has been done by a particular programmer, like after having the Java, .NET, all this other stuff and everything, then after completing it comes testing, that is called as software testing and information technology. And once it has been tested, mobile testing, Android testing, there are a lot of testing that is to be done. And once it has been tested, then the product will be given to the client, and the client will give it to the consumers, which means B. Now let us take the example of the same company, say Dell. I just now told Dell is a sales and a manufacturing company. So what they have done is Dell has got the requirement of a computer to be made, to be manufactured. Then once it has been manufactured, they have analyzed exactly what kind of a computer to be done. Then they have done the coding part and they have tested, and then they have given it to the market. Once it has been given it to the market, what happens is the person who is using a Dell laptop or a Dell desktop, what he will do in case if there is any problem, he will first of all go for like a troubleshooting stuff and everything, because he is not aware. So if there is any problem, he don't know who is the CEO, he doesn't know who is the analyst, he doesn't know who has done the programming, he also doesn't know who has done the testing. So automatically, ultimately, he will call the toll-free number, which is called the customer support. That is called as the BPO sector. Dell has got BPO sector, TCS has got BPO sector, Infosys has got BPO sector, Wipro has got the contact center. So call center is there in Wipro, Infosys, TCS. Software information technology is also there in TCS, Infosys, Wipro. Dell has got also information technology. So that's how you need to know exactly what is called as BPO, KPO, call center. How did the call center come? Because as a product, and the consumer will be calling on the toll-free number to to resolve his issues. And then marketing. Marketing is nothing but the project which has been done should be given an advertisement. Without an advertisement, we can't know that something has been done right. So that is called as marketing. In that way, what I have done is there are n number of freshers. Now you take MGIT, TKR, Vidya Jyoti, or Vardhaman College, they will be informed that a particular company called as Capgemini or TCS or Honeywell or IBM are coming and they are providing you a job. You will be thinking that the job is for IT, information technology. That means requirement is SAP or something. I'll be having a very good career. That will be there in your mind. But the HR's requirement is customer support, which means it's a night shift. The moment when he comes to your college, he will say that the requirement is for the BPO sector. Then you will be confused that in just now I have heard that TCS is an IT company. How come night shift? And then how come Infosys has got the BPO sector? How come call center? No, I don't want to have a call center job. I want to have an IT job. So many are under the impression that IT is the only and only sector that has got growth. However, please be noted that each and every field has got growth, each and every field. So, in case if you are an expert in one, say in say in Java, .NET or whatever, or in testing, then there will be growth. Now, how will the growth will come means, suppose we'll take two examples. Let us take a sportsman. One is Mahendra Singh Dhoni, another is Vishwanathan Anand. Mahendra Singh Dhoni did not become a captain overnight. He has played under 18. He has played Ranji Trophy. He has played the international cricket, and then he moved. Then he was been promoted as a captain, which means he was recognized by the organization. He was recognized by the organization that he is working for a longer period of time in the field of cricket. If we take Vishwanathan Anand, then Vishwan Anand is actually a chess player and he will be playing chess 24 hours if we give it to him because both of their interest is there in one particular one field. So if you are in that particular one field, automatically the growth will come. So here I don't know. Here I have clearly explained that suppose if the requirement is for a contact center, then they will say that the person should be able to talk well because he has to communicate to the consumers. And sometimes the requirement is for coding, that is for software, then they will say that no need of a English or something, but technically they have to be very strong because they have to do the analysis and they should provide the project to the client. So sometimes they will say that they have done a project and they want to have testers. Testers need both communication skills as well as slight technical skills. So what happens is, now I have clearly mentioned that SV University, which means it is in Tirupati. Now, if you go to the SV University, there are students who speak English are very, very, very less. However, technically they are very, very strong. So whenever there is a requirement for any company in technology, I will be opting for the colleges who are technically strong. In case if Dell is a company where they want people who need to speak with the clients of the abroad and they need to have very good English, then I will go to the colleges of this MGIT or TKR, which is in Hyderabad. So which means the person who is actually a cricket player, and if he is been put in cricket, he will excel well in career. A person who is a chess player, and if we put him in chess, they will excel well in chess. If we ask a cricketer to play chess, and if we ask a chess player to play cricket, then what happens is there will be a lot of pressure. Once there is pressure, then growth will not come. So this slide says that growth in career comes in case if you are in a comfort zone. If you enjoy your job, get recognized and automatically comes growth. You got a job in a particular company and you are exactly able to speak very good English and you are able to deliver the goods by communicating to the consumers, then, and as you're enjoying your job, more number of hours, you will be recognized by the HR department and automatically the growth will come. Suppose if you have been taken in for technology and technically you are not strong, but you are speaking very good English. But the requirement is only technology. Requirement is only technology. And if you are a person who keep speaking with other people, and if you are not going for a proper job, you cannot enjoy your job. And once you are not enjoying, you will be getting pressurized. Once you get pressurized, there is no recognition and growth will not happen. So if you want to have growth in career, you should stick to only one field and become an expertise. So after selecting the perfect path, if you are a cricketer, please select cricket. If you want to, if you are actually a chess player, you should select the option chess. So in that way, if you select one field and if you become an expert, then automatically the growth will come. So getting a job, I just now told that getting a job is easy. And after getting a job, you will be taking 4 to 6 years of time to settle. The reason is you don't know whether are you in which path are you. That path and guidance, in order to remove your confusion, I have explained all this very clearly. Now, after becoming, in order, I mean, if you would like to become an expert, because of the present pandemic, what happened is everything has become online. So earlier, before pandemic, there are some people who would like to go for government jobs. There is an institution. Some people who would like to go abroad, they used to go to these institutes. Some people who wanted to go to IT, information technology, they used to go to the IT institutes. The present existing trend, the booming trend is the digital marketing. Some would like to go to digital marketing. So there are some people who would like to go for personal development and they want to improve very well in their interview skills. So there are different institutes earlier before COVID-19, but now I have got a client and it is called as Smart Lessons, where they have brought all these modules together into one. And these are the modules wherein you can have an access for about 12 months, which is for the entire 1 year. And then, as I told just now, you should be knowing exactly where, in which area you are comfortable. If you are very good in technology, you should select technology. If you are a very good person in communicating skills and you would like to go for MBA or something, please opt the customer support. So testing, there is analysis, still many more are there. I have given you a small example. And once if you are in a perfect path, then you will be recognized, and and then comes the growth. So now most of you before pandemic, you used to go to different institutes. You used to learn, say, for example, Python. You will learn Python. Then after that, you used to go to some interviews. It doesn't click. Then you learn something else. Then again, it doesn't click. Then you will learn something else. Doesn't click. After a period of time, your parents will say you better go for government jobs and learn this and then get a job. So this kind of thing is not only you, that is happening for most of the job seekers because of confusion. So in order to provide you a clarity, I provide career counseling. Now, if you take my website, my first thing which what I do is career counseling. See, career counseling is what the first thing which I usually do, irrespective of the year of pass outs. So first of all, I provide career guidance and put you exactly on the right track. And then there is training and placements. So I train the candidate and then I will proceed further. Now, coming to this online module of courses, the specialty is nowadays everybody are going to YouTube and they are clicking. Now, if you would like to know about Java, they are typing in YouTube that free course Java. You'll definitely get about the information about Java in YouTube itself. YouTube will definitely explain. However, you cannot have the clarification of doubts. So if you want to have a clarification of doubt, then this smart lessons will have an option, the chat option. Once you click on that one, then immediately, instantly, you'll be having a trained person. That person will be clarifying your doubts. And not only that, after this, it is me who is going to take care of placements. So after completing, say after completing your course, for example, in let us take Golang or say Android development or anything, and you will be getting clarified your doubts. You'll become an expert. You'll be becoming an expert in one field, and after becoming an expert in one field, and then the placement assistance will be provided from my end. So how will, in order to have the placement assistance to be provided to you, then first of all, after, I mean, listening to this one, I mean, YouTube cannot provide you placement assistance. YouTube cannot clarify your doubts, whereas here it's an online strategy where I have got, where you can learn any of the courses for the the access to this is completely for 12 months. And then the at the present situation, and I have got a team which I just wanted to share that my procedure goes in this way. First of all, career counseling, which I have just now given it to you. And in case if you can give me your resume, I will provide the free advice of exactly where to go. Next, resume preparation, I've got a certain team to do that one. Then how to attend the interviews and all those interview procedures also I will tell you. And I've clearly mentioned that it changes, I mean, it varies from company to company, company to company. How I will tell you. See, now, if you take my clients, just now I was explaining, if you go to the clients, you have got abundant, I mean, to say knowledge about the companies I told. Now, Dell is a BPO, it's a contact center. Their requirement is methodology is different, and Cognizant is an IT company. ICICI Bank, it's purely a banking sector. So the resume of a bank for a HR of a bank is different. The resume which you need to provide to Dell is different. The resume to provide to TCS is different. The resume that you need to provide to Toyota, which is a manufacturing company, is different. And in order to see that the HR will accept your resumes, I will be making you that you will provide a very good resume. So it changes from company to company, company to company, and requirement to requirement. That is what I've mentioned, that the interview process also will change. The interview of the ICICI Bank and the other is tough compared to other companies. The reason is ICICI Bank is a banking sector, and here they are scared. They fear because they are dealing with the people's money. So their methodology of the interview is different. They won't have a dedicated person. Next, you have got Dell. Their way of interviewing is different because they should be having a person who should be able to mingle well. Dell is a company where a person should be able to talk very good English. So their way of interview is different. And if you have got TCS or say IBM or Wipro, their way of interviewing is different because the requirement will be coding or it might be testing. So it changes from interview to interview, company to company. This is what I was saying, that you should not blindly go to an interviews. And after getting a job, I will not leave you. And in fact, I've got a certain team who will be contacting you even after getting placed. Now, I would also like to say that these are the services which I'm providing it for you. And I told about the growth. And then I would like to say that at the present situation, at the present pandemic, COVID-19, now the freshers might be thinking that there are jobs in digital marketing, is what I was saying, the booming industry. So suppose if you learn one particular course and if you get a job, Then today we have got COVID-19, tomorrow something else may happen. It's purely uncertain. At the present situation, it is the government jobs that are the most stable. So in order to get a job, you need to learn a course. Once you learn a course, clarify your doubts from here, and then contact me for placements. After getting placed, in order to have a stable job in future, you in parallelly, whenever you're free, you can learn your government examinations. If you want to have, then I've got a separate team who will be guiding you step by step. So it's your wish whether you would like to go for digital marketing or IT or like interview process or everything, or you know everything but you want to know how to click in the interview. Those things you can definitely take it, and then once you have this access of this online training, then definitely you will be able to get into one company. And that's the reason I've said getting a job is easy, relatively very easy, because everything has become online. And now I have also mentioned that there are some information for you wherein there are additional earning options. Some would like to say that they are housewives and they want to have a part-time job, they want to work from the home. So a genuine guidance is not been given. The genuine guidance in sense, like if you go to Google and if you type work from home, you'll be having a lot of information and they will say pay some amount, we'll be providing you the work from home options. No, it is not like that. I will tell you that in order to work from home and earn as equivalent as a salary that you're getting paid by an employee, you have got affiliate marketing, you have got blogging, you have got vlogging, you have got Facebook marketing, you have got a website development where you can develop on your own and you can sell it, because right now everything has become online. Now, the another option which I can provide for you is in my website, you can see the option which is called as products. If you go to products, there, here, there is an international job portal. Now, Naukri and Monster is a job portal where you will be posting your job for the Indian companies. Whereas here it is an international job portal where the clients of the UK and the US will be looking at your resume, they will interact with you and they will take you into their companies that is called as apps jobs. This has started when the pandemic has begun. Coming to Fiverr, it is a freelancing service. Now, what is called as a freelancing service means? Now, just now I told that you should be an expertise in one field. I clearly told that you should be an expert in one field. Suppose if you are an expert, suppose if you are an expert in, say, let us take Java. You are an expert in Java, you will learn Java, and then you will post your resume in apps jobs. So the companies outside, they will see the programmers of Java, they will contact you for sure, definitely. There are some who want to have a person who is an expert in Java, they will contact you directly and there is no mediator, nothing like the Naukri, Monster Apps Jobs, nothing. They will directly contact to you via mail ID or by phone, and then they will give the work to you and you'll be getting paid. That is called as Fiverr. So that is an option where you can work from home. That is how the work from home option works. So this is how I usually guide step by step that work from home or part-time means how to go forward also I will tell you. Apart from blogging and Facebook marketing, you can develop your website and you can sell. How to do that when all these things I will tell. So this is what I'm saying, that if you like to have a job, your wish, and you can take a decision about the courses that you would like to learn, or you have already learned these courses, or you want placement assistance, fine. That also I will tell you. So all these things in a combined one. Now, regarding looking at all these things, you might be thinking that the course fee and all will be high and all. But from my end, here, As I said, he has totally combined it, all the modules, and all the modules are actually costing very less. And to be honest, earlier it was 30,000, but right now it is costing you only 6,000 rupees, which is very, very less. So in case if you purchase it through Smart Lessons directly, you will pay 6,000 and you will clarify your doubts. However, if you need placement assistance, then it is not possible. So if you want to have placement assistance from my end, don't you need not buy from here. You need to contact me. I'll provide you a link and then you can learn a course and get a job. No, I don't want. I can search a job on your own. Then in that case, I can take care of your resume preparation. No, I have got a very good resume. Your wish. In that case, I will tell you about the interview procedure. No, I can definitely get into a company via my friends or other people to do an interview. Then it's your wish. No problem. Then no problem. I won't mind anything. In fact, I'll be more than happy that you're not spending money and wasting your time and money also. So it's all up to you. And in case you say that as of now, due to some reasons, I want to work from home, I have given the options about the work from home options just now about Fiverr and apps jobs and how to go forward. So ultimately, what I'm saying is everyone will get a job and they'll be earning, is what I'm saying. So if you have got any further queries or questions, you may visit my website www.spokeforyou.in, and in the contact option you can find how to contact me. So here you can clearly see that once you click on contact, you will see my mail id, and here you can either send a resume to this id or to this gmail id, your resume. At the same time, we have got a Facebook page wherein we can just click on that one and then get into your Facebook, and you can see the career guidance. At the same time, there are opportunities about the government jobs and private jobs and everything. You can have a look at it, and you can clarify all your doubts over there. So I hope I might have given the information that getting a job is easy from my end and there's a technique which to be followed. That is what I just wanted to convey to your job seeker. Any doubts that you have got, you may actually clarify it by contacting me. And I hope this session is very much informative and might have helped you a lot. Thank you.